Shalom, 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 shalom. Giving all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. Ba'Shem HaMashiach Kwamelak Yahushai. This is Brother Zamran, Watchman for Israel Seattle, coming live right now from the Watchman for Israel backup channel, and also the WFI Seattle channel, and also Facebook as well, to wake up our people who are the lost sheep, who are the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You guys are God's chosen people, the Israelites the Bible speaks of. I want to say shalom to all the brothers who are on the highways and hedges, waking up the lost sheep, waking up the hopeful elect, presenting their bodies as a living sacrifice in season, out of season, week in and week out. I want to say shalom to you brothers. I also want to say shalom to the mighty Akwath in this thing, the mighty sisters in this truth, who are reverencing their households, being submissive to their husbands, operating in the spirit of our mighty foremothers. I want to say shalom to you. I also want to say shalom to the rest of the 12 tribes that are scattered. And hey, this is another live, man, right? It's another day. It's another chance for us to get better. It's another chance for us to learn, right? I want to start off by saying Ashar Kadash, Ashar Kadash, man. You know what I'm saying? Happy new moon. Real talk, man. It is the new moon. And we also dealing with this wicked ass holiday, man. We just got to keep it real, right? As you see the title, our people love the heathen ways. And why, right? And also shalom to everybody that's in the chat, right? Salome Williams, Love Pierce, daughter of Zion from Seattle since 1980, my brother, shalom, right? Zekiah, Israel, and everybody else who's going to be chiming in. As you see the title, our people love the heathen ways, and why? We know what's going on today, right? We're living through the time period right now that all of us as Israelites hate the most, man. Dealing with Esau and his wicked holidays. When we are dealing with the fall entering into the winter season, man, that's when everything heightens up at the most, man. Right? You have wicked holidays after wicked holidays after wicked holidays, man. Trying to get our people to buy and sell, right? And partake in these heathen customs, partake in all these heathen customs that go back to pagan rituals and things of that nature, right? But look, man, we have our own days. We have our own holy days that we have to keep, right? And as you see, it is the new moon, right? That's what we should be saying today, man, right? But instead, you know, we got our people that rather just sit there and partake in wicked Thanksgiving, man. Today is Ashar Kadash Yarak, man, right? Ashar Kadash Yarak, right? It is new moon, right? And we're going to debunk Esau's wicked day, right, by bringing in the truth and waking up our people to who they truly are, man, and why they don't need to follow the ways of the heathen, right? Shalom, Hebrew daughter, Carlos Dexter, and Jude Bradley as well, man, right? Now, let's get straight to it. Let's go to the book of Amos, right? I'm not going to be sharing my screen dealing with the scriptures today, right, just to make sure that everything is not delayed, right? But let's go to the book of Amos, the classic, man, chapter 5, and let's start at verse 21. This is Amos chapter 5, verse 21, and it says, I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies, right? Now, let's get more clarification on what the Most High is talking about with this, man, right? Let me share my screen real quick, right? And let's read this together, right? Let's pull it up in the blue letter, right? Let's pull it up in the blue letter. Bear with me. Let's pull it up in the blue letter. Right? As it says, this is Amos chapter 5, verse 21. I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. See, the Most High hates certain feast days, right? Are these the feast days that he's talking about that he has ordained for us as Israelites to keep? Like Feast of Tabernacles, Feast of Dedication, which is on its way, right? No, these are the feast days that are dealing with the wicked enemies, man. These are the feast days that are set up by Esau, the Most High's chief enemy, right? Let's look at this. Let's click on this real quick, right? Let's click on this, right? I hate and I despise your feast days, right? Let's get more into this, right? Let's pull this up, Let's see what it gives us. Feast days, right? Strong's 2282, right? Bear with me. The Lord says that he hates and despises these certain feast days, right? Let's get the sound on that.
Strong's H2282. Hog.
Right? It sounds like something that the Most High would hate, right? So it says festival, feast, festival gathering. Look at that right there. Pilgrim feast. You see that? Pilgrim feast, right? Feast, festival, sacrifice. Because a lot of these feast days, right? A lot of these feast days that are created by men go back to sacrifice, whether it's sacrifice of children, sacrifice, of the nations of Israel, right? A lot of our people have been sacrificed on these wicked days that yet our people, they just want to hold on to, right? Pilgrim feast, right? Pilgrim feast. And we know that the original pilgrims came over here, raped, robbed, enslaved, and murdered millions of Native Americans, man. And then turned around and made this day and called it Thanksgiving, which we call Thanksgiving, man. Right? It says a festival or a victim thereof. You see that? Feast, sacrifice, solemnity, Slakia. Right? These are things that we got to realize, man. Right? And the Lord says that he hates and he despises these type of feast days. Because when you look into what today is and what all these wicked nations are celebrating, and then you got 2/3, right, of Jake and Eve that want to partake in this, right? This feast day that is going on today is called Thanksgiving, aka Thanksgiving. And there's nothing to be giving thanks about, because it goes back, right, to a sacrifice, right, and killing of our people, of our forefathers and our foremothers. So the Most High says that I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Which means, look, he's not dealing with Thanksgiving at all, man, right? Nor does he want to smell any of the smells that's being cooked in your guys' nasty kitchens, right? You got a bunch of Jakes and Eves, man, right? Cooking turkey right now, and they didn't even clean their stove, right? Stove's just dirty, man, right? Hey, the Most High is not smelling, right, that damn turkey today, man. He's not dealing with it. Because why? It says in verse 22, though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them, right? Because that's really all you're doing when you are celebrating Thanksgiving, man, aka Thanksgiving, right? You can't sit there and listen to Grandma Betty, man, right? Or Grandma Bertha, who talking about, oh, just come on over, baby. I know you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but just let's come and grab a plate. No, Grandma Betty, no, Grandma Bertha, we not doing that. Why? Because when you cooking that damn turkey, man, right? These are meat offerings that the Most High does not accept. Why? Because they land on Esau's so-called feast days, man, right? It's landing on Thanksgiving, which the Most High is not dealing with, and us as men of the Lord and women of the Lord, that's what we're not dealing with, right? Like Gigi said, wow, that's what my dad's wife just said to me, right? Hey, yo, look, a lot of our family members, including mine, right, has hit me up today trying to get me to come over, right? And this is why we got to sit there and pray for our nation, man. We got to love our own people and pray for our nation, because our people are stiff-necked, man. You've probably been telling your family members who they are for quite some time. You've been telling your family members, you've probably been bringing out the scriptures, right, to let them know how the Most High feels about today. And yet, they still cooking up that turkey, man. Yet, they still got that cranberry sauce, you know what I'm saying, using that old can opener, man, right? Hand is hurting, so they asking Juju, come help me with this can, right? Open this for me, baby, right? Putting that nasty cranberry sauce on that platter, man, on that damn plate, right? Then you got, you know what I'm saying? Then you got your auntie talk about, oh yeah, this is the day I cook my famous stuffing, right? And it probably came from the damn stovetop box, right? Hey, these are burnt offerings and meat offerings that the Most High is not accepting. It says, neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beast. You see that? You got a lot of, look, you got a lot of Edomites. You got a lot of our own people that's cooking up ham, all types of stuff, man. Recording it, posting it on Facebook like, yeah, can't nobody cook a turkey and ham like me. Check it out, y'all. And I'm speaking from experience. Before I came into this truth, I was that wicked Jake. Before I really understood what the heck that I was doing, man, I was that wicked Jake. I used to take pride, you know what I'm saying, in damn Thanksgiving, man, right? And Christmas, just to cook some food, man. Right? We'll literally not cook nothing throughout the entire year, but when it came down to Thanksgiving, all of a sudden I'm cooking. Hey, that's wicked, man. Right? This is Amos 5:23. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy vows. Right? You have a lot of these wicked holidays that literally have songs that are attached to it. Right? Because what is Jake and Eve about to do, man? Right after Thanksgiving. Tomorrow they're going to be, you know what I'm saying, fighting their own brothers and their own sisters on damn so-called Black Friday. Then right after that, hey, you got some Jakes and Eves right now, and I've seen it. They already got up that nasty Christmas tree, man. Right? Already singing these nasty songs. Hark the herald angels sing. Most High's not dealing with that. Right? Glory to the newborn king. Hey, that has nothing to do with Christ. Most High's not dealing with damn Christmas. He's not dealing with Thanksgiving. He's not dealing with none of these wicked days that Esau has created. This is why he hates, he despises your feast days. And our people, they don't realize that, man. Right? And we got to get out of that wicked way of thinking, man. And not follow the ways of these heathen. We were told to never follow the ways of the heathen, right? These are things that we have to realize, right? Now, let's get the book of Colossians. Let's get the book of Colossians chapter 2, right? Let's go to Colossians chapter 2, all right? Let's deal with it, right? Colossians chapter 2, bear with me. And I think I want verse 7 or 8, 1 or 2. Let's deal with this thing, man, right? Hey, us as men of the Lord, hey, we are rebuking this wicked day, man. Right? Shalom to my brother ABL, man. Right? Shalom to the Facebook family. Right? Let's go to Colossians chapter 2, verse 8. And it says, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ. Hey, these are nothing but traditions of men that we are seeing, that our people are partaking in, man. You want to sit there and partake in Thanksgiving today, Black Friday tomorrow, Christmas on the way, man, New Year's Eve, man, right? Damn Easter, man, with that nasty Easter bunny, man, with them big long ears, right? Dressing up like damn Bugs Bunny, looking for damn hard-boiled eggs, right? Didn't want to put on green, talking about, you don't have green on, pinch. And the Most High is not, you know, on damn St. Patrick's Day, right? Then talk about, oh, we have independence on 4th of July, right? Popping off them fireworks, right? And if you popping fireworks coming next 4th of July, man, right? Or I hope one of them little sparkly things, man, burn your fingers off, man, right? You want to celebrate in all of Esau's wicked days, man? Hey, the Most High is going to end up destroying you because you are allowing yourself to be literally, you're allowing yourself to be, what's the word I'm looking for? You're allowing yourself to be caught up in the ways of Esau because his ways are nothing but vain deceit. It's nothing but philosophy, man. Right? Tradition of men. None of these days that Esau has created goes back to Christ. They're nothing but wicked pagan days. Like my brother said, right? Now wicked pagan days. Now Mendez Israel. Wicked pagan days. Right? These are things that we got to realize. Right? And all we can do is pray for our own people. Now, we're not praying for the heathens. We can give a damn. This is their day. Let the heathen do what they're going to do because we know the judgments that's coming upon them. But why is it that our people love the heathen ways? It makes absolutely no sense. But when you get into the scriptures, it does make sense. Why? Because our people are stiff-necked, man. Our people have literally put away their heritage, man. Right? Let me get that real quick. Let's go to Jeremiah. Let's get that classic real quick. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. All right, let's go to Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, right, as Israelites, shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee. And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever. So you want to continue to discontinue from your heritage because you just can't say no to Grandma Betty. You can't say no to Aunt Bertha, man, right? Who got ankles the size of somebody's thighs because they've been eating damn chitlins, man, for all their life, right? If you can't say no to that, hey, the Most High says that he has an anger that's going to burn forever, man, until you repent as an Israelite. So you need to be saying no to your family members, right? Hell, I sent my wife to the store, right? Before new moon hit. And she came back early, so I just can't handle it. I can't deal with it. I just can't deal with all the wicked, you know what I'm saying, traditions that are floating around the damn stores. Because Esau throws this in our face, yo. These are things that we have to realize, man. We cannot follow the ways of the heathen. It's nothing but vain deceit, right? And let's see what the origin of this junk is, man. A lot of our people know what the origin of Thanksgiving is, right? You know, the mighty brother Tazamar from WFI Chicago, he actually went live on the WFI backup channel literally a few days ago, right? I believe dealing with not him, Salakia. Mighty brother Naquan, man, right? On the Watchmen for Israel channel, the main channel. Ended up going into the wicked ways, you know what I'm saying, into the origins of Thanksgiving. So go check that out. So we're not going to dive too deep because we already know what's going on. But let's just touch on it a little bit, right? Let's check out these wicked origins of Thanksgiving, man, right? Or Thanksgiving, right? Let me share my screen. Look at that, man. Look at that. Brother said, you know, this might be your granny last year, right? Hey, granny better repent, man. If granny don't repent, this might be her last year. If your aunt don't repent, this might be her last year. And the Lord will destroy you for following the ways of the heathen because that's all it has done to us. And look at this right here. The pagan origins of Thanksgiving, man. And that's just how Esau is. Look at him. Look at Esau. Look at the Shedemite. Here, you want some potatoes, Chief Octaw? And look at Chief Octaw. Oh, yeah. Give me some potatoes. Right? And all she got is nothing but a sword behind her back, man. Right? Look at all these wicked Edomites, man. Who's supposed to be in the Caucasus Mountains of Georgia, Russia. Looking hairy as ever can be. Trying to act like that they just, you know what I'm saying, all for the Gadites, man. Right? And the Reubenites. Right? See, our people, you know what I'm saying, a gift will surely destroy the heart, man. And surely oppression will make it the wise man mad. Right? It says, it's almost time for Thanksgiving, one of my personal favorite holidays. We're all familiar with the classic story of Native Americans dining with pilgrims. Right? That's just really dealing with, you know what I'm saying, these damn coons, man. These are coons from the side of the Gadites right here and Reubenites. Right? Everybody else sitting on the damn table, but they sitting on the damn grass. Just cooning, man. Cooning and buffooning. And that's what a lot of you Jakes and Eves is doing right now. Right? It says, see if y'all can see that. Part 1, the history. Right? Let me zoom in a little bit. Right? So brothers and sisters can see that a little bit better. We can read this together. Right? The history. In America, it's believed that the first Thanksgiving took place in 1612, but this was not the first time people gathered to give thanks for the autumn harvest. In fact, people have been celebrating harvest for millennia, and our Thanksgiving meal is just a modern incarnation reflecting these ancient celebrations of autumn abundance, right? Most of our modern holidays, like what? Christmas, Easter, and these are not all our holidays. These are the holidays, you know what I'm saying, of the so-called white men, right? We have holy days, right? Like Christmas and Easter are a combination of what? What does it say? Pagan and Christian traditions. Really, this is Christianity. Because all this goes back to Christianity, which is nothing but paganism, man. White supremacy, man. Thanksgiving, on the other hand, doesn't have as much of a Christian influence. While Thanksgiving is not tied to any one specific religion, its traditions are quite similar to a number of ancient pagan harvest celebrations. When did the Most High say that to celebrate pagan traditions, man? Where is that in the Bible? For example, in ancient Rome, they celebrated the holiday of Cerealia, which honored the harvest goddess of grain called Ceres. So not only when you partake in this wicked day, are you literally celebrating millions of your forefathers and foremothers being slaughtered, killed, raped, you're also honoring the Roman goddess called Ceres. And it says goddess. So this is a female, right? There are around 100 different harvest gods and goddesses from Greek and Roman culture. So it's clear that celebrating the harvest season was a key feature of their spiritual beliefs. And this is the spiritual beliefs on the left-hand side, dealing with wickedness, man. Right? These are the things that we have to realize, man. This all goes back to pagan roots. Right? Let's scroll down a little bit. Right? We're looking at this together. Right? We're looking at this together. Let's see the symbols. Look at that. There are 3 key symbols that are common in Thanksgiving celebrations. The cornucopia, aka the horn of plenty. Right? You got a lot of you allow your children to come home like, look what I did at school today. We made an art project and got that nasty damn corn on it. And you kind of put it on your damn refrigerator. Right? Hey, the Most High's not dealing with that either, man. Right? You got your sons coming home, right? Talk about, look, we made turkey hats. All I had to do was put my hand on the paper, and then I drew it around like this. Then I put it on my head, and I said, gobble, gobble. Most High is not dealing with that either. That goes back to pagan roots, man. Right? That was it was an important symbol in ancient Greece and Rome. A cornucopia is a horn-shaped basket that is usually filled with harvest fruits and vegetables, right? This symbol goes back to a story from ancient Greece where a goat pulled off his horn and offered it to the god Zeus. It always goes back to these damn goats, man, right? This was a magic horn that would refill indefinitely with food and drink, ensuring that Zeus would never go hungry. This is madness, man. This is making me upset reading this. This should be making you upset if you're seeing this, Israel. Right? It says, I'm done with these symbols, man. Look at this. Here we go. Sports, question mark. And I'm gonna be real. I'm not chiming in that. Look, you got a lot of Jakes and Eves that's, you know what I'm saying, that's gathering together, talking about, yeah, you know, we're not gonna celebrate Thanksgiving, but we is gonna watch the Dallas Cowboys versus the Giants game today. And you're still partaking. I'm going to keep it real and 100. You are still partaking in Thanksgiving, man. Right? We got to sit there and go to work for damn Esau day in and day out, man. Slaving just to get crumbs. Just to get just to have our funds come in and be filled with a bag of holes, like it says in damn Haggai 1:6, right? And here Esau gives you a day off, and you rather spend that day off by partaking in watching the damn football game, the classic Thanksgiving football game, instead of getting into the Word, instead of teaching your family, right? Instead of praying, instead of fasting. Hey, it's new moon, right? We should be feasting for the fact that it's the new moon, man, right? These are things we got to realize. It says, one last thing comes to mind when I consider our modern Thanksgiving Day celebrations, and that is football. So why would something like football be connected to a harvest meal? Well, Celtic pagan harvest festivals, right? And these Celtics, they got a lot to do with a lot of this pagan so-called holidays, right? They're the ones that are behind Halloween, right? When you go back to the ancient Celts and things of that nature, man, right? Who done nothing but literally, you know what I'm saying? And we touched on this, right? There's actually a lesson on the backup channel, right? The origins of Halloween. You can go check that out, right? It all goes back to Esau at the end of the day. Harvest festivals usually included some type of sport or competition, Slakia, right? For example, during the harvest festival called Luganasad, people would participate in the Tailtean games, which included sports like archery, wrestling, chariot racing. Another famous Irish pagan harvest festival in what? Samhain. And that's who you're celebrating when you're dealing with damn it's actually pronounced Sowin, Slakia. It looks like it says Samhain, but that's actually pronounced Sowin, right? Which goes back, right, to the guy dealing with Halloween, right? So you got to think about it. Halloween, Thanksgiving, you'll see damn Black Friday, Christmas, all these things are actually tied up one another, which is why they're back to back to back to back, and they're all during the same time of the seasons, the fall, the end of the fall, and then leading into the winter, right? So when, which historically was the time to gather the whole tribe together for feasting and athletic competitions. So today in America, like the ancient Celts, we enjoy watching sports along with our harvest feast. And they're letting you know, right, that even partaking in sports on this damn wicked day goes back to a pagan tradition, y'all. It goes back to a pagan tradition. Our people, they don't want to see these signs, man, right? They don't want to stand up against workers of iniquity and say death to Babylon, right? We're not saying happy Thanksgiving, man. We're saying Kwam Yasharala, man. Asar Kadash Yarak Yasharala, man. Happy New Moon Israel, man. Real talk, man. These are things we got to realize. We're not sitting here, you know what I'm saying, and we're not watching the damn World Cup, man. Right? Like Slim D said. We're not dealing with that, man. And he's going to put in all these little events to try to suck you in, right, to partaking into these wicked ways, man, right, to get you to transgress the laws of the Most High, man. Yahweh, by Shema Mashiach, come like Yahweh shot. Right? Let's get the book of First Maccabees, man. Let's go to the book of First Maccabees, right? And real quick, while we're dealing with Thanksgiving, let me share my screen one more time, and we're going to get the book of First Maccabees. Matter of fact, no, I'm just going to get that right now, right? Spirits. I'm just kind of flowing through the spirit right now. This First Maccabees, chapter 2, let's start at verse 9. This is First Maccabees, chapter 2, verse 9. Her glorious vessels are carried away into captivity. Her infants are slain in the streets. Her young men with the sword of the enemy. Right? And a lot of our, you know what I'm saying, our foremothers and our forefathers have been slain by the sword from the enemy. Forced to take part into their pagan rituals, man. Right? Verse 10. What nation have not had a part in her kingdom and gotten of her spoils? Come on, man. Right? When you celebrating wicked Thanksgiving, man, you're celebrating, the genocide of millions of so-called Native Americans who are Israelites. These are things we got to realize, man. Right? These are things that we have to realize. And you wicked Jakes and Eves, right, are probably thinking like, well, you know, I don't celebrate, you know what I'm saying? I don't cook turkey on this day with the so-called white. I don't invite no so-called white people over my house because I know what they did. Instead, I'm going to spend it with my family, nothing but so-called blacks, and we're going to give thanks for the fact that we all can be a family. That's madness, man. Right? That is madness. Because the Lord says, what nation hath not had a part in her kingdom and gotten of her spoils? Which means all these other nations that are outside of the nation of Israel have literally raped, robbed, enslaved, and murdered us, man. Right? Which is why they all follow the ways of Esau. Let them celebrate their own damn holidays. We have our own holy days, our own traditions that we keep, man. Right? Verse 11. All her ornaments are taken away. Of a free woman, she has become a bond slave. Right? Hey, us as a nation, we become a bond slave. You are still operating like a slave when you want to go up in there and partake in this day. When you want to pop up, you know what I'm saying, at your grandma Betty and your Aunt Bertha's crib, man, or your mother's crib, man, or your father's crib, or your homeboy's crib, right? Or somebody texts you, you know what I'm saying, happy Thanksgiving, right? And you're just like, well, you know, I ain't there. Well, I don't need to be mean. At least I can just, let me just hit the like emoji. No, once you hit that nasty blue thumb, once you hit that nasty red heart shape, right? Then you have partaken, you know what I'm saying, in the celebration of this wicked day, right? If your family member is texting you talking about happy Thanksgiving, why not respond, right? Right? Why not respond with happy new moon? You should respond with happy new moon. I don't keep Esau's holidays. Or don't respond at all. Why not put your phone on do not disturb? Right? These are things that we have to realize, man. Right? Because we have been taken away as a bondwoman. And behold, our sanctuary, even our beauty and our glory is laid waste. Right? Hey, our glory. Hey, we take glory in the days of the Most High, man. We take glory in Feast of Dedication. We take glory, you know what I'm saying, in Feast of Tabernacles. We take glory in Passover, man. We take glory in the Most High's holy days, man. Feast of Simon, right? Hey, but the so-called white man has took it away from us, man. Dating all the way back, you know what I'm saying, to the Greeks. Dating all the way back to ancient Babylon, right? And the Gentiles have profaned it because that's all they're doing. Here it is. It's the new moon. And what are these Gentiles doing? They are profaning the new moon today. They're profaning the new moon today. I hope anybody who's cooking turkey that it comes out burnt and dry. Dry. Like damn Popeye's biscuits, man. I hope anybody, man, right? And look, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love my own people, man, right? I hope all Edomites, man, who are in the NFL, who are playing today, that they get a torn ACL, right? These are things that I'm hoping for, man, that I'm praying for. The destruction of my enemies, man. I pray that anybody, right? I pray that if you want to take a bite of damn sweet potato pie, right, that it tastes like pumpkin pie, man. And you get clowned on by all your family members, man. I'm hoping that anybody who partakes in eating damn chitlins, which I call shitlins, right, that you wake up tomorrow and you're on the damn toilet seat, right, paying homage to the porcelain god, man, all damn day. We are going to partake in new moon. We are observing new moon. We are going to observe the Most High's holy days and not the ways of the Gentiles, because all they've done is profane stuff that are traditions, man. They've done nothing but profane our traditions, man. Thus said the Lord. And these are things we got to realize. I'm going to keep it 100, man. Right? I'm not holding nothing back. We're letting it be known today that we don't give a damn about Thanksgiving, and we don't give a damn about Black Friday. Right? You Jakes and Eves feel like that you got to go tomorrow to go buy some stuff for your household. You want to use tomorrow for that? Hey, shame on you, man. You done had all year long to try to catch something on sale. Stuff's on sale every day, B. But you want to wait till damn Black Friday, man, to do it. And you don't even know the origins to that. We're going to get into that, right? Real quick, let's go to the book of 2 Maccabees, right? And I'm going to share my screen again. All right, let's go to the book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 9. Chapter 2. Chapter 4 is what I want. This is Maccabees, chapter 4. Let's start at verse 10. And it says, which when the king had granted and he had gotten into his hand the rule, he forthwith brought his own nation to the Greekish fashion, and the royal privileges granted of special favor to the Jews by the means of John, the father of Eupolemus, who went ambassador to Rome for enmity and aid, he took away, and putting down the governments which were according to the law, he brought up new customs against the law. For he built gladly a place of exercise under the tower itself, and brought the chief young men under his subjection, and made them wear a hat. Right? You got a lot of our people that are putting on these damn pilgrim hats today, man. That nasty, black, ugly hat, man. That damn Cam Newton used to wear all the time. Right? Talking about, I'm a pilgrim today, daddy. I'm a pilgrim today, mommy. These are nothing but customs. That goes back to the Grecians, man. Right? You're sitting there wanting to partake, you know what I'm saying, and getting all excited about the New York Giants versus the damn Dallas Cowboys. Or who's going to be the top of the NFC East? Well, you might as well go and just, you know what I'm saying, and just build a place of exercise. Because that's all they're doing, is they're honoring the Grecians by literally hitting each other, trying to kill each other on the damn football field, man, on this day inside of a place that was built for exercise, a coliseum, a stadium. All this stuff goes back to pagan roots, man, right? Now, such was the height of Greek fashions and increase of heathenish manners, though the exceeding profaneness of Jason, that ungodly wretch and no high priest. Right? So you got our own people, man, right, that are acting like ungodly wretches, man. Right? The Most High calls you a wretch when you sit there, you getting on your own brothers and sisters who rather keep the Most High's holy day and don't want to partake, man, in Thanksgiving. Don't want to partake, man, in these wicked holidays made by Esau. And you got a lot of our own family members that's calling us weird, calling us lame, sellouts. Oh, you're part of a cult. You can't open presents. Oh, you're a part of a cult. You're just like those Jehovah's Witnesses. See, our people, they don't know. They've discontinued from their heritage for so long. They've rejected knowledge for so long that the Most High has rejected them. So don't allow to be caught up, right? Don't be so caught up. Hey, if you're a man in the truth, man up, man. Grow some balls, man. Right? Gird up your loins, man. And stand up against workers of iniquity, man. If you are a woman in this truth, man, right? Be virtuous in this thing. Right? Be virtuous. You know, you got a lot of our women, they talk about that whole independent spirit. Why not be independent when it comes? Why not be independent when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, not following Esau's ways? When you got your homegirls that are laughing at you because you didn't want to come to the damn Christmas party. Because you didn't want to come to the damn Halloween dress-up party, man. Where all of our women, all they do is just dress up like damn thoughts, man. Let's just keep it real. It's time to stand up against workers of iniquity, because all the workers of iniquity are heathens. And they're literally sucking in a lot of our people to join in with them. This is why that iniquity has risen at an all-time high right now. Sin is at an all-time high. Because we've had so much rituals, so much pagan traditions that has overtook us as a nation of Israel. Right? Verse 13 again. Now such was the height of Greek fashions and increase of heathenish manners, though the exceeding profaneness of Jason, that ungodly wretch and no high priest, that the priests had no courage to serve any more at the altar, but despising the temple and neglecting the sacrifices, hastened to be partakers of the unlawful allowance in the place of exercise. So you got a lot of our people that are denying new moon right now, just to partake, you know what I'm saying, and damn Thanksgiving. And the Lord said that's wicked, man, right? After the game of discus called them forth. Verse 15, not setting by the honors of their fathers, but liking the glory of the Grecians best of all. We have to set by the honors of our forefathers. Yahushua, right? Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, right? Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Obadiah. But you rather sit there and honor the ways of the Grecians, the so-called white man. Who gives a damn what the so-called white man says about us Israelites, man? Going against this wicked day, man. Right? Because all their ways are vanity, man. All their ways are profane. Right? Let me get one more real quick. Let's go to First Maccabees. Right? The classic. Chapter 1. Let's start at verse 10. Right? And there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus, surnamed Epiphanes, son of Antiochus the king, who had been an hostage at Rome, and he reigned in the 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks. Hey, best believe, bro, we got Antiochus that is walking around right now. It could be Joe Biden. It could be anybody. It could be any of these wicked Edomites. Nothing is new under the sun. So these same traditions that Esau has forced on our people had been going on all the way back then when we wasn't even alive. But we were alive. Our spirit has just been regenerated, right? In those days, right, went out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. Hey, you're going to be hated by all men for his name's sake, man. You're going to be hated just for not wanting to partake in damn Thanksgiving. You're going to be hated for not wanting to partake in damn Christmas, man. Right? Halloween, Black Friday, right? But we have to understand that we are living in the days where we have a lot of wicked men of our own people, of our own stock, of our own nation that are around about us right now, that are literally trying to get us to come and make a covenant with the heathen, because that's all the heathen want, y'all. They just want us to make a covenant with them. They're happy when we make a covenant. They're happy when we're cooking that nasty turkey, man. They're happy, man, when we sitting there making macaroni and cheese, man. They're happy when we're doing all these things and we're offering all these damn meat offerings, right? Which the Most High hates and he despises on this day. These are things that we have to realize, right? Like my brother said, right? My brother Gabar, right? From WFI Seattle. This is proof that the BLACC failed us. And for those who don't know what the BLACC is, that's boot licking. I'm going to say boot licking ass coon Christian coons. One of the two. Boot licking ass Christian coons. They chose Thanksgiving over observing new moon. Those churches are teaching our lost people to be antichrist, because you have antichrist all surrounded, man. If you are against the scriptures, then you're an antichrist. If you're not trying to keep the ways of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, then you are an antichrist, right? Look at this. Slaves would cook up that nice Thanksgiving turkey meal for their masters and entertain them throughout the night. They would force the slaves to entertain their friends and family. That's a good point. Right? Our people are they just cool with being slaves. Right? Cook for me, monkey. Dance for me, monkey. Right? That's what they're saying to us. Right? We taking pictures and posting them on social media. Right? Talk about it's the pumpkin patch. Look at us. You got Jake. He ain't never put on a damn cardigan sweater in his life, but he gonna put on one that day. Right? And take a picture in the damn pumpkin patch. Come on, guys. Let's take a picture together. A family Thanksgiving picture. And everybody, and you got people in that damn picture don't even like each other. Don't even want to deal with each other. And then you got Esau looking at this like, look, yep, see? Dance for me, monkey. Cook for me, monkey. Do what I say. That's they literally rubbing their hands like this, man. Right? And we're just continuing to discontinue from our own heritage, man. Right? How long are we going to continue to do that? So verse 11, in those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. So this device pleased them well. Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them the license to do after the ordinances of the heathen. Whereupon they built a place of what? Exercise at Jerusalem, according to the customs of the heathen, and made themselves uncircumcised, and forsook the holy covenant, and joined themselves to the heathen, and were sold to do mischief. Right? They spiritually, you got people that are spiritually making themselves uncircumcised. Right? Spiritually making themselves uncircumcised. You are spiritually uncircumcising yourself, man. Right? When you decide to partake in Esau's holidays, man. You might as well, if you're a man, right, and you're over your household, you know that you're in this truth, and you are allowing your family members, right? You're not saying anything. You're not putting your foot down, man, right? And keeping your family, right, and keeping those that are around you from celebrating these wicked pagan days. You might as well be walking around with a damn turtleneck, man. And y'all know what I'm talking about, man. And singing that song, I think that brother got a turtleneck. Yeah. Right? You are better off walking around with a turtleneck, because you're not standing up against workers of iniquity. And if you are that brother, right, that's getting a lot of flack from your family, that's getting flack from your baby mamas, man, right, or your wife, right, or whoever, I used to be giving all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh, man, and give him a hand for the fact that they mad that you don't want to keep Esau's wicked days, man. Right? Because that's part of standing up against workers of iniquity. These are things that we have to realize, man. Thus said the Lord. Right? Let's get the classic. Jeremiah. Right? Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 10, since I'm already here. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 10. Let's start at verse 2. Right? And I'm gonna share my screen. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen. Hey, it didn't say thus said Zamron. It didn't say thus said Watchman for Israel. Right? It didn't say thus said Young Beezy. Thus said Benjamin Israel. Thus said Nav Mendez Israel. Thus said from Seattle since 1980. It says, thus said the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Right? The heathen are dismayed from the signs of heaven when they see damn fireworks in the sky. When they see damn, Christmas lights on a tall Christmas tree, man, in the air. When they see, damn, the stars in the damn sky. Oh, look, that's my star right there. See, that's the Libra. I'm a Libra. Oh, no, I'm a Scorpio. Oh, I'm a Sagittarius. They're dismayed at these things, man. Right? They're dismayed at these damn so-called holidays, man. Right? And these are the ways of the heathen that we are taught not to learn. right? And Khan, Salakia, no fasting on the feast day. I did say that earlier, right? No fasting. It is a feast day today, so no fasting on the feast day to light to the earth. No fasting today, right? Today we feast to the new moon, right? But you can fast, you know what I'm saying, on any other days, man. Just not on feast days, right? Verse 3. For the customs of the people are vain. Hey, that means we're not supposed to follow the ways of the heathen because their customs are vain. Now, let's find out one of the main customs that's getting ready to happen right after so-called Black Friday, man, right? For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with what? The axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers that it move not. Now, we all know what that sounds like. They take damn, you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of these heathens, right? And this is their custom, right? You have old Grandpa Ben, who went and got his grandson, Cody. Come on, Cody. Hop in my old nasty Jeep with the 32-inch lift and muddy tires. We're going to drive all the way down to the forest. Make sure you get that axe out the garage that's been passed down from generation to generation. Today, I'm passing it to you, Cody. Then they go to the damn forest, right, with their camouflage on, just in case they got to find a deer to shoot, because they are cunning hunters. They take that axe, and he says, look, cut down that tree. Then they cut it off. Then they take the tree, they tie it up on top of that nasty Jeep Grand Cherokee or that nasty Ford Bronco truck with the Confederate flag stuck on it. Then they drive all the way down to the plantation house, take that tree off, put it on a stand so that it doesn't move. They nail it down so it don't move. And then they deck it with damn ornaments and Christmas lights. And then make Cody, oh, Cody, it's your turn. Get all the way to the top of the tree. Put on that star. Look at Cody. And then our people that so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? We see that and we envy that, right? And then we want to follow that. And the Lord said, don't follow the ways of the heathen, for the customs of these people are vain. And this is one of the customs that the Most High has in the scriptures, man, which is dealing with so-called Christmas, which really goes back to Nimrod. Let me share my screen, right? Let me share my screen. All right, bear with me. And Saturnalia. Let me share my screen, right? Let's look at some images. Look at this, man. Let me zoom in a little bit. You see that? Nimrod, which is your modern day samurai, Santa. Right? That's where they get the whole, you know what I'm saying, with the damn white beard, man. Right? You see that? Which Nimrod was the one who literally made the city of Babel. Right? When you read in the scriptures. Right? You see this Christmas tree? This represents literally Nimrod, which goes back to a pagan root. Right? This Christmas tree is pagan. Let me click on this real quick. Look at how nasty Esau is, man. This is nasty, man. See, Esau says that the pagan origins of this Christmas tree is sexual, man. You see that? It's known as a sexual object. The Christmas tree is an Asherah, a sexual object with hidden symbols of male fertility, right? So you have the wreath here, right? That will be known as what you see right here. I'm not going to say it. Y'all see it, right? Then you have the blood from it, right? From the birth, right? Because this is the birth of, you know what I'm saying, of Nimrod, right? That's all you're celebrating. You see that? That's nasty, man. That makes me want to throw up. I'm not going to lie to y'all, right? Then you have all the way here at the top, You know what I'm saying? These are the testicles, right? Right? There's somewhere in the middle, right? You have the seed, right? You see that? You see that, y'all? Paganism at its finest, y'all. Paganism at its finest. And look at this right here. Look at this picture right here. Look at this right here. What is he holding? What is Nimrod holding right here? With that ancient Babylon eagle wings. You see that? You have Nimrod holding what Esau calls damn Rudolph, man. The red-nosed reindeer. Had a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. Well, we're seeing it right here, and it glows nothing of evil, pagan roots, right? And what is this right here? What's this supposed to be? Some type of branch, right? Exactly. That looks like a Christmas tree. You see that? Wickedness. And you see Nimrod and Santa, man, there's no difference, right? Because that's all Esau tries to do. He tries to sit there and change things up so that us as men of the Lord or us as, you know what I'm saying, Israelites, Salakia, us as Israelites, that we just see all this stuff as innocent. We just see this stuff as innocent, y'all. The Most High is not dealing with damn Christmas. And he sure ain't dealing with Thanksgiving, man. Right? These are things that we have to realize. Do not bring none of this evil stuff into your household, like New Orleans said. Salakia, not that one. Right? My brother Marquise, right, from Seattle. Shalom, brother. Right? It's my brother right there. Right? Do what he says. Don't even bring that evil into your house. That tree is evil. You see that? That tree is evil. These are the things that we have to realize. Be a man in this truth and gird up your loins. If your wife want to celebrate, I'm going to be real with you. I can't speak for everybody else. But if my wife would have came in this room right now and be like, I got a Christmas tree, I'm celebrating her ass out the crib. I don't know about y'all, but she out. She out. Her and that damn Christmas tree. But all praise to the Most High, she ain't on that. She's on keeping these holy days. Right? We need to be like Nehemiah, man. Right? And if you're in this truth, if I see any of my brothers with fringes on, man, shopping tomorrow, or I even find out that you was shopping for Black Friday, I'm gonna be like Nehemiah and I'm ripping your beard off. Lord willing. Right? We got to stand up, man, against workers of iniquity. And that's including standing up, you know what I'm saying, against our own family members. Standing up, you know what I'm saying, against our so-called friends. This is the time that you really get to see who's really for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai or not. This is that chief time, man. Right? It's cold, right? You know what I'm saying? You know what they say in the cold season, it's snuggle season, man. Right? Get you a thick girl. That's what they talk about, man. Right? That's what they say in the world. Right? And that thick girl wants you to come home with a damn Christmas tree, man. That thick girl wants you to make turkey, man, and ham hocks and collard greens, man. And you need to tell her, hey, man, death to these wicked days, death to our enemies. And if you want to follow their ways, man, death to you. Let's just keep it real, right? Let's just keep it 100, man. Now, let me share my screen real quick. Let's get a little bit more on this damn Xmas, man. Damn Christmas. It's madness. Madness, man. Our people really believe, and then they tell this is madness, man. I'm getting angry just thinking about this, man. Right? Let's get some more on this damn Nimrod, man. Right? Bear with me. Bear with me. I'm getting mad just thinking about it. Here you got our people, man, right? That are literally telling their children, make sure you make some chocolate chip cookies and put it on a saucer and put it right here on this end table. Don't forget the cup of nasty milk and put it on there, right? And then Santa is gonna come in the chimney, right? He's gonna jump his fat behind in the chimney and somehow make it to the bottom, right? And come and give you presents. And then you got children that's really believing that. Parents hitting their minds and literally hitting their minds with nothing but confusion, wickedness, right? When the whole time these parents they're gonna get their nasty behinds up in the middle of the night, go take 2 bites out the damn cookie, man, right? And then put the presents under the tree, talking about it's from Santa. And then when you're getting down, I'm gonna keep it real. This goes back to the worship of Nimrod, which really goes back to Saturnalia. When you have your children bending down to this tree, we just seen that the tree literally goes back to a sex symbol, right? They're bending down to this tree, picking up these presents. They're bowing down and showing their allegiance, you know what I'm saying, to damn Nimrod, man. Right? And you want your kids to partake in this. You got people that's literally, you got competitions in your own neighborhood, right? Who can decorate their house the best, man? Hey, the Lord's going to destroy y'all, right? I'm going to keep it real, man. It says 2 key figures in the origin of Christmas are Nimrod, a great-grandson of Noah, and his mother and wife, Semiramis, also known as Ishtar, right? And Isis. You see that? Isis. Nimrod, known in Egypt as Osiris, was the founder of the first world empire at Babel, later known as Babylon. And we are living in modern day Babylon the Great, which is why wouldn't damn Christmas be one of the biggest so-called holidays, man, right? Year round. Because it goes back to Babel, to ancient Babylon. It goes back to Nimrod. You see that? It says, after Nimrod's death, Semiramis promoted the belief that he was a god. She claimed that she saw a full-grown evergreen tree spring out of the roots of a dead tree stump, symbolizing the springing forth of new life for Nimrod. That's why that Christmas tree, as you see, it goes back to sexualization. That wreath with the red ribbon hanging at the bottom of it goes back to the blood seeking from where the child comes out. On the anniversary of his birth, she said Nimrod would visit the evergreen tree and leave gifts under it. His birthday fell on the winter solstice at the end of December. At the end of December. Did it say anything about Christ? I'll wait. Did it say anything about Christ? Did it say that this goes back to silent night, holy night? No, it's not holy. And all have not come, just these heathens, right? And 2/3 of our people who want to continue to keep that covenant with the heathens, man. Like our people did, our wicked Israelites did back in the Greek days, man. Which what we read in Maccabees, right? This all goes back to pagan roots, man. Look at this. During the time between Babel and Christ, pagans developed the belief that the days grew shorter in early winter because their sun god was leaving them. Madness. When they saw the length of the day increasing, they celebrated by riotous, unrestrained feasting and orgies. You see that? Nasty, man. This is Esau for you, y'all. That's Esau for you. This celebration, known as what? Saturnalia, was named after Saturn, another name for Nimrod. That's why when you look at, Esau, when he has a picture of so-called Saturn, you have the circle with the ring around it. As if like he's being born into coming out of you. Come on, man. Let's keep it real. I'm trying to keep it as PG as I possibly can, right? For YouTube purposes. But hey, man, hey, we can't make this stuff up, y'all. We cannot make this stuff up. And this is what y'all celebrate along with Thanksgiving, man. Now, my brother, right, my brother Caleb from WFI Baltimore sent this to me, right before I started this live. And Tawada, I almost forgot. I'm going to share my screen real quick, right? This is some breaking news. I think this happened on Monday. Right now, we know that today you got all these damn parades going on, right? So-called Thanksgiving parades, right? Check this out, man. And you know Macy's is the main one that funds this stuff, right? Which is really funded by Esau, right? Look at this. Buses and trailers used for Macy's Thanksgiving parade destroyed. Let's get a Most High hand, y'all. Most High doing his thing, man. Real talk. Buses and trailers used for Macy's Thanksgiving parade destroyed in what? New Jersey fire. It says, in New York, an early morning fire Monday destroyed 7 buses. Let me zoom in a little bit so y'all can see that better. Destroyed 7 buses. That's a complete number, y'all. Y'all see that? This how the Most High, bro. Y'all can't tell me nothing about the Most High, man. Real talk, man. He's got some humor, right? An early morning fire Monday destroyed 7 buses and trailers for the Macy's Thanksgiving parade at a lot in New Jersey. The incident occurred around 6 a.m. at Royal Buses Incorporation, right? In Kearney. A groundskeeper arrived to find the blaze. According to New Jersey 101.5, the groundskeeper was not injured. Because I'm pretty sure that groundskeeper was an Issacharite. Don't nobody work harder than the Issacharites, the so-called Mexicans, man. Right? And they're the best groundskeepers I know. Let's just keep it a buck. Multiple videos showed a row of buses engulfed in flames as a ladder truck sprayed water and firefighters used hoses closer to the fire. Check this out. This is the key right here. They said, we don't have any information. We don't know why it occurred, how it happened. We were woken up and the fire was going already. Let's get a Most High hand. And that's the Most High who did that, man. I'm led to believe it's all of the Most High, man. He's the creator of good and evil, according to Isaiah 45:7, man. And the Most High is the one who put these complete number of buses and trailers that were set to be used for the Thanksgiving parade to be put on fire. Right? This is why we're trying to warn our people to not follow the ways of the heathen, because you will be destroyed. You will be destroyed. Let's go to the book of Ezekiel, chapter 7. All right? Let's do it. I'm going to jump around in this chapter a little bit, man. And this whole chapter is good, man. Right? You will be destroyed if you want to continue to follow the ways of Babylon the Great, man. Right? Let's go to Ezekiel. Then we're going to get into this nasty, wicked Black Friday. This is Ezekiel, right? And real quick, before we go there, I'm going to pull this up real quick. I almost forgot. Right? Understand that everything represents something. Okay? So I was looking at this earlier, right? Here, some of you may have seen this online on social media, right? It gives you a picture of a so-called Thanksgiving meal, a typical Thanksgiving meal. Then it tells you, right, what it represents, right? So when you look at the turkey, y'all see this picture right here? See that? This is my brother Malak Gabar. You know what I'm saying? My Facebook buddy. See, the turkey represents the dead Native American body. You see that? It represents millions of the bodies of Native Americans that have been raped, robbed, slaughtered, and killed. The cranberry sauce represents this blood, which we know that this entire land is defiled with blood, according to Numbers 35 and 33. The stuffing, right, that nasty stuffing represents the guts. And that is the true nature of Esau. You see that? the true nature of Esau. And while y'all want to sit there, right, and watch the damn Cowboys game, understand the owner, who is an Edomite, right, is just clapping his hands because you are still being a slave to the system. Right now, here's a photo. Y'all probably see this too. Here is a photo of Cowboys owner Jerry Jones, seen in the photo of 1957 Little Rock 9 protest. And he is amongst these Edomites that do not want anything to do with Jake. You see that? And do you think that he feels different? No. He still feels the same. As long as our people continue to sacrifice, you know what I'm saying, unto idols, to sacrifice, to make a covenant with the heathen, right, and partake in these customs by exercising in their damn stadiums, coliseums, right, which go back to the customs of these Greeks, then they're happy, man, because that's who they are. That's who their forefathers are, man. Right? These are things we got to realize, man. Thus said the Lord, man. Right? These are things that we have to realize. Now let's go to Ezekiel chapter 7. I want to start at verse. Let's start at verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, also thou son of man, thus said the Lord God unto the land of Israel, the end is come upon the four corners of the land. And we're telling our people to get away from the ways of the heathen because we are living in the end times right now, right? It says, verse 3, now is the end come upon thee, and I will send mine anger upon thee, and will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense upon thee all thine abominations. You see that? Thus saith the Lord, I'm going to jump to verse 5. Thus saith the Lord God, an only evil, behold, is come, and an end is come. The end is come. It watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come. So understand, man, right, that the Most High has these angels on the left-hand side, right, that are literally watching who they can go destroy and devour. So if you want to partake in these wicked holidays, man, right, hey, these angels on the left-hand side might destroy you. They might get up with you, man. Real talk, right? These are things we got to realize, right? I'm going to jump to verse 15, right? The sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within. He that is in the field shall die with the sword. Right? We had a lot of the Native Americans, man, that were in the field, and they died from the sword of the so-called white man, right? And he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him, right? These are times that are getting ready to come upon Babylon the Great, aka America. But nothing is new under the sun. These are the same curses that fell upon our people because we wanted to follow the wicked ways of these heathens, right? Why can't we let the heathen do what they do and then we do what we do? The Most High created us to be segregated. We were created to be segregated. When they ended segregation, that was the worst thing that possibly happened, right? You had Martin Luther King talking about, I have a dream that one day black little girls and black little boys and white little girls and white little boys will hold hands. That dream didn't come true. And the Most High don't want that dream to come true, which is why MLK said that I felt like I led my people to a burning house. The last statement he made before he was gunned down, man, unfortunately, by Esau, right? These are things that we have to realize, man. Thus said the Lord. Right now, let's deal with damn Black Friday. Right? Matter of fact, the brother pulled out a precept. Leviticus 20 and 26. Let's bring it out real quick. Then we're going to deal with Black Friday. Right? Then we're going to deal with Black Friday. Right? Leviticus chapter 20, verse 26. And ye shall be holy unto me. Holy is separate. For I, the Lord, am holy, and have severed you from other people, that ye should be mine. So it was created for us to separate ourselves, not only from these other people, but also from their vain customs, right? We have to separate from their vain customs. So when you partake in this wicked day, you're not separating yourself. You're not being holy, right? Now, let me share my screen, right? Because right after damn Thanksgiving tomorrow, our people are in line. They're going to be scratching, crawling, and beating up people, man, right? Just to get a flat screen TV for $100, man. And if that's you, I hope that that flat screen TV cracks, man, on the way home, right? These are things we got to realize, man. Shalom, man, my kanal, man, right? Shalom, King, right? Mighty brother, right there. Let's share my screen. I'm getting upset, man. Just looking at this stuff, man. Look at this, man. While y'all thinking that, oh, you Jakes and Eves is thinking that, oh, this is the day that we can get these deals. You got Eve on the phone, girl. Let me tell you, tomorrow, girl, we about to get these deals. You got Jake talking about, yeah, man. I'm knocking everybody out, man, who get in my way. I'm getting these J's, bro, on sale, fam. Real talk, right? You are actually partaking in celebrating of a discounted day when our people was actually sold as slaves for a discount. This is what the term Black Friday goes back to, right? Now, I'm not going to go deep into this because, again, I believe my brother Malachi from WFI went into this on the backup channel. Y'all can go check that out on WFI backup channel. But as you see, right, the original Black Friday, and look at that, selling our women, children. You see that? And who's doing that? Esau, with these nasty looking Abraham Lincoln pilgrim hats. Top hats, man. And y'all want to be like T-Pain and Coon. Take a top hat and decorate it, man. Talk about I'm the ringleader, man. Right? On Black Friday. You see that? Said, did you know Black Friday, it says, stemmed from slavery. It was the day after Thanksgiving when slave traders would do what? Sell slaves for a discount to assist plantation owners with more helpers for the upcoming what? Winter. For cutting and stacking firewood. You see that? Come on, man. Right? This stuff is thrown right in front of our faces, y'all. It's thrown right in front of our faces. Right? The information is out, and there's no denying it, man. Right? How long are we going to continue to follow the way? Right? I'm going to show you this clip. Right? I'm going to play it off my other phone. Right? Check this out. Salaki with the
truth about Black Friday. The biggest retail of the year is nearly upon us once more. Over the course of the weekend of Black Friday and Cyber Monday, high street stores and online shops all over will be cutting back on prices to kickstart the gift buying season. But just how exactly did the weekend of discounts,
they kind of freezing this up,
on November 24th, get its name?
Look at that.
Black
It's
Friday.
A frenzy, y'all. Look at
exactly Big Friday or Mad Friday. The urban legends. There are many rumors.
Look at that. Look at that Israelite baby and the mother screaming. Look at that Gadites. Look at that. Jake just lost his son.
It was a day when slaves were sold at a discount. In reality, the first documented use of the phrase Black Friday was used long after the slave trade was abolished in America, though this hasn't stopped the rumors from circulating each year. Some people think it's called Black Friday because everyone calls in sick to work to take advantage of the sales, making it a bad day for employers. One company in America claimed.
But look, Esau peacefully in line.
1951 after writing it in a factory management.
You see that? Esau peacefully in line for so-called Black Friday. But our people, man, we doing the most, man. You wicked Jakes and Eve, you take it to another level, man. You do the most. And it's time for us to do the most for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man, in these last days. Or you're going to end up being destroyed. Let's get the book of Habakkuk, right? Let me get the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, the classic, man, right? Let's go to verse 12. Let's go to the book of Habakkuk. Bear with me. Chapter 2, verse 12. And it says, matter of fact, all this is good. All this is good, honestly. I'm going to start from verse 5. Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Right? And that's just like the so-called white man. Right? It's just like Edom, like these Edomites, man, our enemies. Right? They literally transgress by wine, right? By their philosophies, right? By their vain deceits. They enlarge their home, right? From the desire of hell, by rape, robbery, enslavement, and murder, right? We've learned in Ezekiel 28, right? That he is wiser than Daniel and that he has gotten his riches through thy traffic, right? Let's jump down to verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establisheth a city by iniquity. Because that's how he's literally built up America, through the blood, sweat, and tears, man, right, of our forefathers. These are things that we have to realize, man, right? Let's get the classic Numbers, chapter 35, verse 33. All right, let's go to the book of Numbers, the classic, chapter 35, verse 33. Right, and these are precepts that we should know, right? But I'm just going to bring them out anyway. I don't want to miss these precepts. Let's go to Numbers chapter 35, verse 33. And it says, 33, verse 35. Salaki. No, it might be 33. Salaki. Yeah, 35, verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land. And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. So stop partaking in Thanksgiving. Stop partaking, right, in Black Friday. Stop partaking in all of Esau's holidays, man, right? Because they've done nothing but defile this land. We're not going to find our reparations, right, by sitting around the damn table, man, talking about what we are thankful for over turkey, which represents the dead bodies of the Native Americans, cranberry sauce, man, from ocean spray, which represents, you know what I'm saying, the blood, right, of our forefathers and foremothers, and from damn nasty stovetop stuffing, right? You got some Israelite, well, I make homemade. It's still nasty, according to the Most High, right? Talking about what are you thankful for? Hey, this is not the place of our rest, man, according to Micah 2 and 10. This is not the place of our rest. We are cursed every single day we go in and out of the house. We have no assurance of our life. So we need to be understanding, right? Every single day we should be thinking about, right, what has been done to our forefathers and our foremothers. The Lord said, remember, O Lord, the children of Edom, who said, race it, even to the foundation thereof, right? So you're not thinking about your enemies, man, when you are celebrating this day, right? Now, the brother pulled out a precept, Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20, right? My brother from Seattle since 1980, right? Mighty brother, man, you know what I'm saying, from Word on 53rd, right? We got brothers out here, man, in Seattle, man, that's doing the work. Lord, all praise to the Most High, man, right? Because it's wicked out here, y'all. Real talk. This is Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, right? Because you got a lot of, you know, saying our family members that's talking about, oh, well, it's just a good day. Oh, it's just for the kids. It's just for the kids. The Most High is not dealing with that, man, right? That put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter, right? You guys are literally taking evil and you're making it like it's something good. When the Most High says that I despise your feast days, man, right? You got a lot of wicked Jakes and Eves talking about, oh, we're going to celebrate Christmas because it's just for the kids. It's just for the kids. Well, guess what? Your kids can be judged too. Let's bring this out. Let's go to 2 Kings chapter 2, the classic, man. Your kids can be judged too, right? Let's go to 2 Kings chapter 2. Let's start at verse 23. And it says, and he went up from thence unto Bethel. And as he was going up by the way, there came forth little children out of the city and mocked him and said unto him, go up, thou bald head. Go ahead. Go up, thou bald head. So you had a bunch of children, right, that was making fun of the prophet Elisha, right, calling him a bald head, calling him Mr. Clean, right, calling him Caillou, right, probably walking up to him talking about Michael Jordan, right? Let's see what the Most High did. And he turned back and looked on them and cursed them in the name of the Lord. And there came forth what? 2 she-bears out of the wood and tear 42 children of them. Hey, you want to continue to talk about all that? Hey, this is just innocent. It's just for the children. Hey, you never know. The Most High can literally send 2 grizzly bears or 2 black bears, man, right? And come and tear up your children. Because you talking about it's just for the kids, right? These are things we come on, man, right? And that's the spirit. I was going to bring that out, right? I was going to bring that out. Before I bring that out, let me go to Nahum, right? That's the spirit, man, right? Let's go to the book of Nahum, man, right? Let's get the book of Nahum, and I want chapter 3, right? Let's go to Nahum chapter 3. Bear with me. And let's start at verse 1. We're going to read through 4, right? Woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. The noise of a whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels and of the prancing horses, and of the jumping chariots. The horsemen lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, and there is a multitude of slain and a great number of carcasses, and there is none end of their corpse. They stumble upon their corpses. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcrafts, right? So when you're being caught up by mind control, they're literally captivating our children, right? Our nation through mind control, through their commercials, right? You got, you know what I'm saying, damn Edomites, you know what I'm saying, smiling with, you know what I'm saying, and smiling at each other, hanging up a damn, you know what I'm saying, ornament on the tree, talking about every kiss begins with K. And then you got a lot of our people, oh, look at them. Oh, wow. Oh, they got such a peaceful household. Oh, let me get a Christmas tree, right? And let me do that for my, this is deceit. It's witchcraft, right? We need to have the spirit of the Grinch, man, right? Before he got turned out, right? That's the type of spirit that we need to have in these last days. This is the type of spirit that we should have against workers of iniquity, right? I ain't gonna lie, I fooled with the Grinch, man, before he got turned out. I like the Grinch, right? While everybody in the damn town, right, thought that he was mean, hey, the Grinch was keeping the commandments, man, right? Because this, hey, the Most High says, woe to the bloody city. This is nothing but a bloody city. Destruction to America. Right? We don't give a damn about America and its wicked ways, man. Thus said the Lord. Because the Lord instructed us to think that way, to behave that way, man, right? And to push this word, right? We're not, if you came here to hear sweet nothings, then click on out of here, man, right? If your children believe in Santa Claus, then you might want to get them up out of here. Because they're not going to believe it. They're going to be looking at you. If you teaching your kids that Santa Claus is real, right, and you got them watching this, they're Lord willing, they're going to question you. And they're going to come up to you and say, Daddy, I thought you said Santa's real. Well, Daddy, he said his name is Nimrod. Right? That's what we want, man. That's what we want. That's what the Lord wants, man. We got to return to our heritage and nationality because a lot of our people have been killed over these wicked days. Thanksgiving, many Native Americans killed, right? And my brother brought out a precept, right? Now I'm going to go there. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter, right? Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 28. Right? Let's go to the classic. Deuteronomy chapter 28. And I'm going to pick up from verse 32. And I'm going to read all the way through 41. We're going to jump around a little bit. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, right? And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand. And that's what's happened with a lot of our foremothers and our forefathers, right? They've literally been given to another people. You got people that want to celebrate Black Friday tomorrow when all you're doing is you're celebrating, right, of our sons and our daughters being given unto the heathens, which is why we walking around here, man, with heathen last names, right? I can't stand my last name, right? What Israelite in the Bible has a last name called Hocker? Hocker. Sounds like meet the Hockers, meet the Fockers, right? It's a nasty last name that was given to me from my slave owners, right? Sounds like Hakalugi, right? Verse 33, the fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always. Verse 34, like the brother brought out, so that thou shalt be mad for the sight of thine eyes, which thou shalt see. You see that? So when we see our people literally lining up, like the brother said, man, making long lines, bro, for Black Friday, if you are really into this truth, man, if you really believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, then it should make you upset. It should make you upset, right? It should make you upset, right? Like my brother JD said, man, right? 77 million Native Americans were slaughtered. And y'all want to sit there, you know what I'm saying, and celebrate these wicked days. You want to sit there and put that fork in that nasty turkey. They ain't got no damn seasoning on it, man. Put it to your mouth talking about I'm thankful, man. Talking about I'm thankful. No, I'll tell you when we're going to be thankful, right? This is what you should be thankful for, which is why us as men of the Lord, that we are doing our best to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments so that prophecy can speed up, man, right? This is what we want to be thankful for, right? This is Psalms, right? What I want? Psalms 137, the classic, man. This is Psalms 137, verses 7 through 9. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom. See, that's the problem with a lot of you coons, man. Y'all don't remember what has been done to our people because you don't care. I ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm free now. You're not free. You got nasty George Washington on that dollar that's smiling at you with those teeth that are made by slaves, right? You're not free when you are posting, right, Hebrews to Negroes, and all you do is make a post of the cover of the damn video, right? And you suspended for 5 games. And the only way you can come back is if you beg and bow down to Esau, man, right? The Most High says, remember, O Lord, the children of Edom, right? Remember what they've done to us in 70 AD, Salakia. Remember what they did to us, man, you know what I'm saying, in Black Wall Street, man, right? Remember what they've done to us, man, in the 60s, in the 50s, man, in the 40s, man, in the 30s, in the 20s, even right now. In the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it, even to the foundation thereof. Because that's all they want us to be, is destroyed. That's what it means. Destroy it to the foundation thereof, man. And our foundation goes back to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Verse 8, this is what we should be thankful for. O daughter of what? O daughter of Babylon. Daughter of Babylon. It didn't say ancient Babylon. It says, O daughter of Babylon. And who is the daughter of Babylon? That's so-called America, right? Because this is nothing but Babel means confusion. This is nothing but a land of confusion, right? Happy shall he be. This is when we should be happy. This is when. Happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. And what did they rewarded us with? What did they served us with, man? Rape, robbery, enslavement, and murder. The Lord says, happy shall we be as Israelites when we turn and put that same thing on them, right? But it's going to be double fold. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones. Just like that so-called white man was hanging that black baby, man, on that Black Friday picture. Talk about, look, I got a baby on discount price. The Lord said, happy shall we be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. So guess what, man? There's nothing to be thankful about right now because I don't have a Edomite baby in my hand and I can't dash some heads against the stones. And if this is too much for you, oh well, man. Oh well. The Lord said, happy shall we be. The Lord said that this is the patience and the faith of the saints. And the saints are the Israelites. So you got to get your perspective. You gotta get your stuff straight, man. Let's just keep it real. You gotta get your stuff straight, man. You gotta figure out what is important in this life, man. Because this life that we living in, hey, Solomon said that I hate this life, man. This ain't living, like Marvin Gaye said, man. This ain't living. What's gonna be living is when we take these babies and we dash their heads against these big stones and have the rest of these Edomites, man, come and build up the Lord's kingdom, man, and put it through hardcore bondage and slavery like they did to us. Because why? The Lord said, remember, oh Lord, the children of Edom. I'm getting mad, man, right? I'm getting pissed. Let's go back to Deuteronomy. I got a couple more, right? I'm getting pissed. Salakia, y'all. No Salakia. That's just, it is what it is. I'm getting upset, man. Our people want to sit there, right? And they want to partake in Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Christmas, right? New Year's Eve, when it ain't even the damn New Year. Bro, it's cold outside. Where are the ants at, man? The ants are hiding, right? Where are they at, man? Hey, we got a lot of squirrels out here, man. Where are these squirrels ain't running around here like that no more, man. It's too cold outside. Where are all the flowers, man? Where are all the leaves on the trees? They dead. And you got, you know what I'm saying? You got the Issacharites that are taking their blowers and they blowing them away, right? How is that the New Year? Right? The Most High says the New Year is dealing in the springtime, man. Thus said the Lord. This is why, man, real quick. Let me go to Daniel. We go to Daniel real quick, man. Let me go to the book of Daniel. And then we're going to jump back to Deuteronomy real quick. Let's go to the book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High and shall wear out the saints of the Most High. Right? This stuff is wearing us out, man, by seeing our people want to partake in these wicked traditions, man. Right? And think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time, a time and times and the dividing of time. And that's all he's done, is change the times and the laws. Says that this is towards the end of the year. No, it's not. Right? Says that the new year starts in January. No. All this stuff goes back to wicked pagan rituals and traditions, man. That the Most High says that I hate your feast days, man. Right? I despise your solemn assemblies. Deuteronomy chapter 28, picking up from verse 34. So that thou shalt be mad for the sight of thine eyes, which thou shalt see. The Lord shall smite thee in the knees and in the legs with a sore batch that cannot be healed from the sole of thy foot unto the top of thy head. The Lord, right? And that's what happened to these Native Americans, right? It had 77 million of them destroyed. Smallpox, right? The flu. And who brought it over? Christopher Columbus and the rest of his compadres, man. Right? Verse 36. The Lord shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known. And there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone. So this is the reason why a lot of our people are so caught up dealing with Christianity, right? That want to sit there and have trunk or treats, right? They have special services for Thanksgiving, right? To say, oh, you guys come to the service about an hour early. We're going to give out free meals, right? And they'd put together some damn nasty turkey, cold ham, box mashed potatoes, right? Green beans, talking about let's be thankful as a church, man. Then they go up and they sit there and they worship the wicked demon Satan, man, right? These are gods that we were forced to serve. Wood and stone. Wood representing Christianity, right? Stone represent Islam and all these other, you know what I'm saying, and Buddhists and all these other wicked man-made religions, man, that have pushed these traditions of Esau's so-called holidays. This is a curse. And this was put as a curse on us because we don't keep the commandments. Verse 37, and thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee. And this is why we walking around with slave names. This is why that we walking around, you know what I'm saying, being called niggers, man, right? Being called black, being called Puerto Rican, Hispanic, Native American, right? We become a proverb, a byword, right? Thou shalt carry much seed out into the field and shall gather but little in, for the locusts shall consume it. And that's what happened to these Native Americans. They came over here, man, real quick, man. They came over here to the Americas, man, right? Built this place up just to have it taken away from them, from Esau, right? Like the locust he is, and came and devoured it, man. And they don't get nothing, right, but putting certain reservations, right? And then first dibs on jobs at casinos. And you got Native Americans that are literally going to be celebrating right now. You have Native Americans that are literally eating damn turkey right now, man. How wicked and dumb is that, man? Right? They should be the main ones, man. Right? They should be the main ones telling our people, right, not to partake in this day, man. Right? That's anti-Semitic as far as I'm concerned. Let me watch my words, man. This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 13, verse 40. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Salmanazar the king of Assyria led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land, right? But they took this counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude of what? The heathen, go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt, that they might there keep their statutes which they never kept in their own land, and they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passages of the river. For the Most High then showed signs for them and held still the flood, till they were passed over. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half, and the same region is called what? Arsareth. And another word for Arsareth is America. So they came over here to America, but they wanted to keep those same heathen ways when they got over here to America, that the Most High has allowed this nation of people like locusts to come over here and literally devour everything that they grew over here, right? Let me jump to verse 49. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand, a nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young, y'all, right? Nor show favor to the young, right? As swift as an eagle flieth. And we know that eagle represents, you know what I'm saying, all the way back from the ancient Egyptians all the way up to now. All these wicked nations represent that eagle, right? Including Esau, right? Let me share my screen, right? I'm going to bring out one more precept after this. Let me share my screen. Let's share this again, right? Let's share it again. Look at this, man. Now, my brother put out 77 million. You know, Esau's not going to tell the truth, man. Right? But you had many of Native Americans that died, man, because of what? Because of these nasty pilgrims. The Pilgrims were undoubtedly the biggest threat to Native Americans. Hey, they're even putting it out there. The so-called white man was the biggest threat to the Native Americans, right? Native Americans had been living on the land that we now call the United Snakes for an estimate 12,000 years before British settlers arrived. But archaeologists have found evidence of inhabitants from as long as 60,000 years ago. This is why we was reading, right, in Second Esdras, that they fled over here to a land that was never discovered, man. Also called Arsarit, America, right? It says, while it's unclear as to the lineage of these people, well, it's not unclear to us. They're the Israelites the Bible speaks of from the tribe of Gad, from the tribe of Reuben, right? Their existence is more proof that there were thriving civilizations on the continent long before the Pilgrims' arrival, right? Which is why they came over here fierce, not regarding the young or the old, right? It says, when Columbus arrived in America in 1942, right, while Esau has a damn Christopher Columbus Day, man, the spread of disease was begun. So this is clearly showing you that these Edomites are not only red all over like a hairy garment, but they carry diseases, right? What we would call in school cooties. Esau got cooties. The spread of the disease was begun. Columbus, however, had little desire to settle on the continent. Instead, he sought a trade route to the West Indies. So while damage was certainly inflicted by the arrival of Columbus, it wasn't the genocide which we know was initiated by the Pilgrims. That's a lie. That's a lie. You can't believe everything that Esau pulls out, right? Because what does it say? What are some of the massacres that happened to these people, to our people? Look at that. Scalping, torture, rape. The terror inflicted on the indigenous North American people was in no way accidental. So it wasn't on accident. They did this on purpose, man. Right? They did this on purpose, y'all. You see that? They did this on purpose. But y'all want to sit there and follow the ways of the heathen. So we bringing out all the facts, man, of why the Most High hates Thanksgiving, why he hates Black Friday, why he hates Christmas, why he hates all these wicked days, man, made by Esau, right? But our people are so caught up in it, man, right? Because they don't realize that we're a cursed people, that we are the chosen people, right? I'm going to bring out this last one. This is Proverbs 3:31. Our people suffer from Stockholm Syndrome, man. They don't remember, oh Lord, the children of Edom. This is Proverbs chapter 3, verse 31, the classic. Envy thou not the oppressor, and what? And choose none of his ways. So when you sitting there, you thinking like, oh, I wonder what my family's doing. Yeah, I know I'm an Israelite. I'm just holding. You calling you, how you doing? Shalom, brother. How you doing on this day? Oh, I'm doing all right, brother. How you doing? I'm just enduring. I ain't gonna lie. I got a craving for this turkey. Hey, you just envy. You envy your oppressor. The Lord said, envy thou not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. Right? Shalom, my brother, you're called, man. WFI Seattle, mighty brother. Don't choose none of his ways. What do you want to envy the ways of the heathen? We just brought out all the scriptures. We brought out all the proof that all these wicked days go back to pagan roots, man. Right? We're trying to remind our they all go back to pagan roots, man. You want to celebrate Christmas, man? Then you are literally celebrating, you know what I'm saying, damn Nimrod, man. Which we just proved, right, with facts and with information, right, that damn Christmas tree and that wreath represents sexualization, man. Right? And the bowing down of Nimrod. You want to celebrate Black Friday and go and shop on Black Friday, man, right? Then it's like everything that you're buying is like you're purchasing your own people and you're putting them in, or you're selling them to slavery. That's what you're doing, right? Or making them your slaves. That's madness, man. You want to celebrate, you know what I'm saying, damn Christmas, right? And Thanksgiving, right? And New Year's Eve. What I call New Year's Steve. Because all these holidays just really go back, you know what I'm saying, to damn sodomite. The sodomy type behavior, man. You know what we should celebrate? Let's pull this up again. This is what we should be celebrating. When the Most High is showing us that we have to stand up against workers of iniquity, and then he does stuff like this, right? Look at this. This is what we should be celebrating. Buses and trailers used for Macy's Thanksgiving parade destroyed in New Jersey fire. All praise to the Most High. That's what we should be celebrating, right? And it's new moon. It's the new moon. It is literally the new moon. And these are things that we have to realize, man. Thus said the Lord, man. Right? So again, with that, giving all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh, by Shema Mashiach Komalak Yahushai, I want to say Ashar Kadash Yarak, right? Happy new moon, right? Real talk, man, right? Shalom to everybody, man, who's chimed in from Facebook and also from both of the from W5 Backup channel and also from the W5 Seattle channel, right? Ancients knew, why don't we? Shalom, my brother Yakal, W5 Seattle, Shalom. Gedalia, Yasharala, Shalom, right? Yafaye, Israel, Shalom. Gabar Yasharala, mighty brother from W5 Seattle, Shalom, right? My brother Jerry Dawson, Shalom, from Seattle since 1980, Shalom, right? Also, Shalom, the daughter of Zion, Hebrew daughter, Carlos Dexter, Lady Culture, Matthew, Shalom, Slim D, brother, Shalom, Benjamin Israel, my brother Kanal, man, Kanal 104, man, Shalom, right? And everybody else who's chimed in, GG, Shalom, right? Shalom to all the 12 tribes scattered abroad, and my brother Marquis Seattle, right? Shalom. Hey, it's the new moon. This is what we should be keeping today, man, right? And forget Esau's holidays, man. You will be destroyed if you partake in these wicked days. Thus said the Lord, man. So let's end this, man, with a huge Kwam Yasharallah, Kwam Yasharallah.